crossing. This is the essentially the green room. This is the green room for the Emperor and the band. The green room / rehearsal space. So this is where they'd come like pre-gig when they were going to go out there and do the big show at the Hall of Supreme Awesomeness. They'd sort of do a few training rituals here. They used to call it Kung Fu, but it was actually Kung Fu translates as rock hard. So this was the rock hard training centre basically. And these vats here, holy shit. Look at that shit. That's one badass afro, dude. That's a mean fucking afro. And what are those two doing together? That's a mean afro, dude. I've got a wig that ain't that cool. Anyway, as I was saying, these vats basically like sort of like spa bars, like saunas. So they'd have the groupies hanging out in there, like a whole bunch of naked concubines. Concubines are actually the original groupies. That's what concubine translates as. Now, as I said, this is a rehearsal space, but they'd be practicing a full show there. So, as you can see, they still have the pyrotechnic vessels there, so that they could run through like a complete dress rehearsal of the show that they were going to put on. Now, this hall here is now that roughly translates that sign up there as recording studio. So this hall here, this room where all these people are walking through and stuff, was actually the recording studios that they'd lay down the tracks for the hit albums. Now, of course, there was no electricity then, so it was an arduous task, and the eunuchs, the guys that got their balls cut off. There was two reasons they got their balls cut off. One was so that they wouldn't, try to root all the groupies or the concubines. And also, it was believed that, which is true, you can't rock without balls. So the emperor used to basically cut their nuts off, so that he would be the rockinest dude in the land, sort of Cinderella style. And all right, there's all these people there. So yeah, he was, it was basically, the ball cutting thing went on for two reasons, as I said. One, the concubine issue. Oh my God, can you get any more Chinese? Hello, little Chinese girl. Yeah. One was the rooting issue, because he wanted to keep all of his all the concubines to himself. And the other one was, because you might have been able to rock out with your cock out as a concubine, but you can't rock without balls. Balls without rock is basically Bon Jovi. And the Emperor was no John Bon Jovi. He knew how to rock, but he also knew how to make sure that he stayed at the top of the charts, the old Chinese charts. So, anyway, this room, this is, as I said, this was the recording studio. They used to lay the tracks down here, and and then come out here into the hall that you can, or the arena that you can see behind me, and rehearse those tracks for the show. Yeah, so yeah, that's how it worked. Now, it's a well-known fact that in the imperial court there was a preferred style of music back in the days, and that was predominantly psychedelic trance, laced with a bit of what you can hear in the background there. Thank you very much, it was good timing. But they even put signs up and around because there was no hip-hop, very little breaks, and certainly no sort of scratching DJ, as you can see here. See, relic protected, scratch. So here we are in what's known, as we see over here, the Hall of Imperial Peace. Now, it's really code for the Stoner Room. So this is where the Emperor, you know, after a gig would come out with the band and you know, smoke a few bowls and just get in the mood for it. So again, if we can see up there, that sign up there loosely translates as make a mix. And this is basically, so they'd come out here, make a mix, smoke a few bowls, get stoned, and then go on to have a really good show. Now the Emperor actually had his own little room here. This was the rails room. So you go in there, and that was air conditioned, so it would keep the coke nice and fluffy. You know, not keep it nice and dry, because you know it gets quite humid here certain parts of the year. Yeah, and that little cupboard there is in fact completely out of place, completely ruining the entire shot. There's Jab just trying to get in and see if she can hoover up any leftovers. Oh.
You say just make me run and hide, smash my fist through walls. I'm not sure.